this second video, we're going to take a deeper dive into some of our more popular dashboards and also get a feel for how to filter throughout those dashboards. So just as a reminder, to get to our website, the easiest way, www.cgc.edu/getdata. That'll take you right to our website. On our website, we realize we have a lot of great information within all of the dashboards presented here. Our office has developed them over several years as we've learned common requests from both faculty and staff. We want to make it fast and easy to find what you need, so we encourage you to take maybe 20 minutes just to click and travel around to see what's here. You may remember weeks and months from now that we have just the information you need right at your fingertips. The first dashboard that we're going to take a deeper dive and look at is our Fall Weekly Enrollment Dashboard. So a couple of keywords there are Fall, Weekly, Enrollment. So since I'm going to Enrollment, I'm going to click on this link that takes me directly to Enrollment Dashboards and Data. Since we're looking specifically for weekly enrollment, I'm going to look right here and determine if I want to see the fall, the spring, or the summer updates. Since fall's coming up and our students are already enrolling in fall courses, I'm going to click here. The Planning and Research Office begins weekly enrollment updates as soon as students are able to register for courses. The Fall Weekly Enrollment Dashboard is here. And then once again, every day you will need to sign into the Tableau server. But once you do so, you won't have to do it again for that day. So there are 3 measurement types. And those are listed in the green area to the right. We can look at FTSE, enrollment, or headcount. FTSE is our full-time student equivalent. Within a term, that would be the equivalent of 15 credit hours per student. Headcount is the number of actual students, and enrollment is the number of enrollments. So one student who may take 3 courses would be included 1 time in headcount, 3 times in enrollment for each of those 3 courses, and then depending on the number of total credits they're taking, a fraction of that FTSE. So if all 3 classes somehow added up to 15 credit hours, that student would have 1 FTSE. If it were less than that, it would be just under 1. Currently, our view will show the 3 total terms. So this upcoming Fall 2020 term, the last fall term, and the fall term before that. You can see 3 numbers off to the right. This is the percent change from previous year. This is the number change from previous year. And this is the percent change from the previous week. So Fall 2020 has decreased over 4% in FTSE compared to Fall 19. That's a number difference of 56 FTSE. But since last week, it has increased almost 13.5%. We're currently 17 weeks out. When we compare from the previous year, we're not looking at the calendar dates, we're looking at the dates prior to start. So if we're 17 weeks out in Fall 2020, you'll notice that gives us a data date of April 25. For Fall 19, our data date was April 20th. So not the same date, not necessarily the same week of April, but the same weeks out from term start. And then in Fall 18, that would be April 21st. In the enrollment monitoring dashboard off to the right, there are other filters in which you can use to filter down the data, such as division, or instructional mode, age group, and more. There are also other tabs within this enrollment monitoring dashboard, such as the class and location overview. Now you'll notice when I click on that tab, all of my filters have reverted back. You can also go down to the bottom if you do filter and want to change that. You can go back to the bottom and hit refresh or revert. If you're a Uber user and you really want to save the filters that you've created, you don't want to have to come back each time in order to filter to the same data. For instance, if you're a division chair in the Aviation and Applied Tech division and just always want to come back to this view, towards the bottom in this gray pane, if you click on this View Original, you should be able to name your view. Click on Make It My Default. You could even make it public if you want to share it with others, and hit Save. Now every time you come back to this, you'll be able to view your aviation. And that particular filter will be saved. Our demographic overview shows headcount or FTSE or enrollment by age, ethnicity, gender, and academic load. The high school overview shows enrollment by high school of our major feeder high schools. We also have other districts, and those will lump together all of the high schools within the other districts. So Chandler, Gilbert, Tempe, Mesa, and Queen Creek are considered our feeder high school areas. We have a tab for Recent Grad Focus, and this slide is pre-filtered to show only recent Chandler and Gilbert High School graduates attending Chandler Gilbert. You can look specifically at course, and class information by drilling down. Oftentimes you'll see we have a hierarchical view of our data, but the little plus marks next to that indicates that you can drill down into the data. There's more filters over here. You might notice that the updates are always on a Saturday. That is when our data gets refreshed in the warehouse that we use to pull our data from. I'm going to go back in my breadcrumbs to the Fall Weekly Enrollment Updates. From there, I'm going to select the Weekly Fill Rate Dashboard. This is something that you can look at every Monday. It will be updated. And you can drill down from division to course subject, all the way down to class. So each of these is an individual class, and you can see the fill rate for Fall 2020 as of April 25th, 2020. Here you can also select other terms, but Spring 2020, which is almost over, got about a week left, we have a lot of full classes. You can also see the upcoming summer term and the fill rate there. You can also drill down to your particular division and if you want to look at certain schedule weeks, you can drill down there as well, or location, or instructional mode. And again, once you get the view that you really like and you know you're going to come back to, click on View Original, name your view, and you can check the Make It My Default, and you can even check Make It Public. We really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. We hope that you found some new data, some new resources, and a new way to look at things. If you have any questions, as always, please click on the Contact Us to find our contact information. If you have a data request, towards the bottom of every page you'll see Submit a Data Request, as well as over to the left of the home page. Again, thank you so much for your time. See you soon, guys.